Я говорю привет на секунду, чтобы, ну, не забывать, что я тут есть. Вот. Игра также, это моя любимая, продолжается. Я очень сильно пыталась себя пересилить, начать снова в нее играть. Она мне не нравится, но бросать ее я не очень хочу, потому что, ну, раз начала, то нужно закончить, наверное. Поэтому, ну, попробуем. Не знаю, насколько у меня тут получится. Ага, рюкзак.
My arm is too short.
Ой, а что-то громко. Почему так громко? Сейчас. Мне кажется, вот это что-то с настройками случилось. С настройками звука.
The arm of the fairy knight statue. The boulder is much too... The other half is lodged beneath this statue.
Может быть, мне пробовать разбить?
This time it wasn't my...
Даже разбить, да? Не починить.
There's nothing missing.
Ну ладно, вроде как я все правильно помню.
Your stick is broken.
Вторая линейка здесь. Мне как-то нужно ее взять. Я его тоже не
How
вижу.
could that happen? What's wrong? Do you have something in your...
Он не может разговаривать. Он такая, типа, устала.
Nьюри!
Anrianvella muren amat hesteliananati. Gerionero Anrianvella.
На чешский. Не похоже на чешский.
What did she say?
Какой-то...
My arm is too...
Так, my arm is too short. Куда мне пойти-то? Куда мне пойти? У меня есть линейка. Возьмешь?
Your stick is...
Не возьмет. Что мне делать? Может быть, линейкой попробовать. Попробовать рукой дотянуться до рюкзака.
Too short.
Блин. Линейкой.
Too short.
Да блин. Еще нож, бурдюк с водой, камень и труд. Камень и труд.
Why must everything always be...
Одеяло. Ой, давай одеяло накроем, да? Не надо? Окей.
The boulder is...
Может быть, рукой?
I hope this wasn't a patron's...
Да что мне делать-то, блин? Кристаллы
The
фей.
explorer is... We'd better stay away from these stones.
Geron, Seleavi Uribella Amatesta. Uh-oh.
Так, кристаллы фей, Ньюри, плетеная корзинка.
How many paces? No, I won't risk the leap. How many? No.
Окей. Тогда что делать?
We have to save New.
You have to save Ньюри. Может, рукой сюда?
We have to save.
Не понимаю.
We have to save.
То есть мы идем туда, нужно сначала ее спасти. Все, я понял. Может быть, палкой сюда?
I'd rather not. I don't think she'll be interested. Too short.
Окей. А я запись-то веду? И... Да. Короче, нужно сделать вот так.
The stick fits perfect. If the stick wasn't broken, I could reach. The other half is the other half. Right, straight ahead. The stick fits perfectly. If the stick wasn't broken, I.
Да как это сделать-то, блин?
The stick fit. If the stick.
Что мне с этим булыжником делать? Сломанная нейка. Я поняла, короче, вот что нужно сделать.
Nьюри, could you please? Well.
Спасибо.
The stick.
Стик. Перфект. Рюкзак мне сюда давай. О май гад. Что-то малюсенькое, огромное палище.
Unmolila, Garen.
Молила. Да. Что мне делать?
I'll leave it closed. I don't want to have to do.
Дай ему отдаю. Ты его рюкзак? Вот это как мне делать? Что мне делать дальше? Что мне этот рюкзак?
Wherever did I?
Что за бредовый день? Ну реально.
It doesn't work.
На.
I don't think she'll be interested.
На.
It doesn't work.
Да, блин, я не знаю, что не понимаю. Так, окей, ладно. Это сможем достать?
Too short.
А вот для этого слишком короткая. Угу. Почему такие сложные загадки? Я ничего не понимаю. Ты возьмешь?
Right, straight ahead.
Мне нужно что сделать?
Out of reach.
Достать. Что мне надо достать-то? Я не понимаю ничего. Ньюри. Ньюри.
Too short.
Too short. Что делать? Может быть, ей вот это надо?
Do you remember the way?
Gerionero an Rianvella.
Куда она
Good.
исчезла-то?
Don't attempt to go back there. Do you remember the way?
Gerionero an Rianvella.
Good. Don't attempt to go back there.
Что мне рюкзаком этим делать? Я взяла рюкзак.
I need to focus.
Возьмешь рюкзаком? Он не берет.
All right, sage of the spheres and temporal and then you'll tell.
Вот это я никак не достала. Кристаллы фей бесполезная хрень. Рюкзак я достала. Больше ничего нет. Нечего делать, в принципе. Только если что-то с булыжником делать. Что-то ножом проткнуть булыжник.
Is it even possible?
Не знаю, что вообще ничего не понимаю.
Nonsense.
Глупости. Что-то очень
I'm
странно.
not. Too short.
Не буду туда идти. Я тогда не знаю, что делать. У меня тогда нету никаких идей.
Here.
Oh, black fortunes. The fairy artifact. Millennia. Gone in a blink of an eye.
We have to save. She's been cut off, and she seems to.
Am I surprised? She just had to touch the crystals.
But the orcs are on that side, and Nьюри mustn't fall into that.
I can draw a safe passage back for her, but I...
Very well.
Держи. Надо просто попить ему дали, блин.
This
это
is for your
снова.
fairy. The way out of the mountain. She must run to the mill. That's where we'll...
Ньюри. Take this.
It's flying away.
Fairy interference. I'm afraid everything in here will crumble apart very soon.
I'm not leaving Nьюri.
Of course not. I'll make new directions.
Hold on.
Давай меня.
Here's another
Another shit. Оплетённую картину. Капец, конечно.
Follow the directions to the mill. Come, my boy. It's time to leave. So the seer wants to get hold of Nьюри Daran Elavanda. Satinav. History has a way of repeating itself.
What do you mean by that?
Once before, the seer abused fairies by making them play the harp for him, until they lost their magic and fell victim to the darkness.
Nьюri called them sad fairies. The seer sent them to follow our tracks.
Possible. Quite possible.
Роль Джакомо в прошлом.
You fought alongside the king's heroes?
Hezinder forbid. I'd make a knight of miserable stature. When the young king asked me for help, the seer had long been in captivity, but I sealed the fairy gate in the stone oak forest.
So that was you?
For all time, the hardest decision in my whole life. But other fairies might have reached Andagast to play the harp.
How come you didn't find Newry at the ferry gate back then?
There were rumors in those times that the heroes had saved a fairy from the seer's clutches, but nobody felt it necessary to introduce her to me before they let her go.
Бан.
Why Newry? There must be other fairies somewhere.
A good question. What do you know about Newry and her homeworld?
Newry never told me anything about
Perhaps she was scared.
of her.
Or her past. The magic of the fairies can turn whole worlds upside.
You mean Newry's world might have changed since she's been here?
Well, that's why she came here in the first place.
Магия Ньюри.
Newry can't use magic, or she'll either die or lose her soul.
I see.
We hoped you could help us.
I'm afraid I'd have to know more about the world she came from.
Do you know where Newry comes from?
I was never able to explore the world behind the stone oak forest portal before I sealed it. But I have a theory. Newry's home world might be the fairyland Nerutvana.
Nairutvana.
A colorful place. A land of bliss.
That doesn't sound too bad, does it? I wonder why she refuses to go back there.
Magic up.
Do you know more about the magic harp?
It can only be played by the hands of a fairy. A human, even the seer, would perish in the attempt. That's because it was built by fairies.
What for?
It must harbor great power. Power that suits the seer well. Unfortunately, its whereabouts are unknown. We could examine it further otherwise. The Academy of Magicians never broke their silence about it to me. I can't blame them.
But why is it in our world and not with the fairies?
That's one thing that must be discovered. There must be records of Andergast in the Academy.
Did you know the seer?
No. But people told many stories about him. Rumors, you know?
What rumors?
That he had been born blind, yet touched by Satinav. Or cursed. He saw the future of others, but it was always death, mischief, and bad luck. Never any good or favorable things. Others claimed he was a warlock, driven by the desire to make his prophecies come true.
The seer once prophesied misfortune for me too. Is he trying to make that true also?
I am sure he has other goals. His own goals.
I don't know how long I'll be able to protect Newry.
The burden you are carrying doesn't belong on your shoulders alone, Geron.
What do you mean?
Considering what he plans to do to Newry, I will do everything in my power to help you.
Satinav. Satinav. The Raven mentioned the name once. Can you tell me more about Satinav?
You mean the steersman of the Barge of Time? The Irresistible? Satinav was a mighty demigod who descended to the underworld to conquer the Barge of Time. But the gods punished him for his sacrilege. Now he's chained to the helm of the barge for all eternity and watches the stream of time. He and he alone can see the past and the future, but not even he can change either of them.
Is that why we see the damage the ravages of Satinav cause everywhere?
Yes, yet the damage they cause is not the same in every world.
Is there really no way to change the future?
Future? Past? What do those words mean? Tomorrow becomes yesterday quite fast, doesn't it?
The seer has seen the future. Mine too.
Don't believe what every blind man claims to have seen.
My head is buzzing. If Newry falls into the hands of the seer, she'll be doomed.
He'll force her to unleash dark fairy magic on Andergast.
But to what end?
He is a seer. It has to be related to the future. After all the things he did in the past, we have to expect the worst. Your mentor only saw one way to prevent it all from happening.
I cannot kill Newry, not even if our world will be saved from doom by doing it.
Geron, I'll never allow even one hair on Nuri Daranella Vander's head to be touched.
I am prepared to do whatever it takes.
So why don't we take her back to her world?
Она не хочет
Newry doesn't want to go back to her world.
But that's the only way. No matter what she fears, you'll have to take her back there. Otherwise, she'll die.
Are there any other fairy gates? Ones that aren't as far away?
Those gates lead to different worlds in which Newry would have to die. We cannot take that risk.
But haven't you sealed the gate to Nьюri's world forever?
And it can never be reopened again. That's right, but there might be a second portal to Narutvana. It is said to be located in the Swamps of Lament, deep in the no man's land of the Brinask Marshes.
Where exactly can I find this fairy gate?
There's a colleague of mine staying in Enqui, Meander Goswin. He
Это
has in his
Райан
possession the
Гослинг.
crystal of Narutvana. It's a magic prism that points the way to the fairy gate, and it opens the gate as well. Or so I hope. In the meantime, I'll go to Andergast to research the whereabouts of the magic harp in the academy there. And who knows? Perhaps we'll find a way of rendering the harp harmless.
So it shall be.
Here, take these notes for your voyage. You will find Goswin's address and all my knowledge concerning the fairy gate and the realm behind it.
I'm ready. Enqui, Meander Goswin, fairy prisms, swamps of lament, and soon Nьюри will be home.
Если сейчас не
Wait,
поймают.
they say a mighty, very dangerous creature guards the fairy gate.
What kind of a creature, pray tell?
Its eye is said to petrify all living beings, just like a
Может, горгона,
basilisk.
что ли?
I was expecting as much. There's always a
Василиска
catch.
одна, это то же самое.
How can I get past the guardian of the gate?
No one has ever returned to give an answer to that question. Cheer up. Your namesake, St. Geron, once fought against the Basilisk King.
He was the mightiest hero of all time, and he possessed the divine sword Seven Stroke.
There's a hero inside everyone.
Why don't you go to Enqui, and I'll research the harp in Andergast?
The magicians weren't exactly my friends back then, but do you honestly believe they'd let someone like you into the academy?
All right, forget it.
Now our ways must part, Geron. Protect Nьюri's life for all it's worth. Take her back home where she can be happy.
You have my thanks for everything. Wish me luck.
You will find your way. We'll meet again in Andergast.
I'm here. Так, что, где тут панели-то мои? Где тут панели? Где они? Где? Где? Что-то не понимаю. Там что-то изменилось, что ли? Что-то изменилось в настройках OBS. Ладно. Окей. Колесо барона.
A Boron's wheel. I hope that's not a bad omen.
Окей, go to the... Как там мельница?
Nьюри, are you there?
Ой, тут звук стоит. Oh no.
It's you.
Это пророк собой?
He doesn't tell us where she is.
I don't know. I'm not telling.
Let's make him wait in darkness till the bird arrives. The raven shall deal with him.
The raven?
He will make him talk. I'll get him. You watch the mill.
The raven belongs to the seer?
As soon as the sand runs out, the night herd will talk.
And his thread will break.
Приятный звук такой. Так, что мне делать нужно? Что-нибудь сломать?
Newry!
Geron, are you alright?
Those creatures.
There's a shard lying here. It's
Great.
I'll throw it down.
No, wait.
Do you have it?
No.
You should have caught it.
Newry.
Who knows where it is now?
I can't see anything.
That's because there are no rainbow crystals here.
Can you come down to me?
There is no staircase. And there's this pale man outside.
Didn't you say you can collect moonlight?
I get sick if I use magic.
I know. But if I can't free myself fast, I'll be dead.
But just very briefly, all right?
I promise. I'll never be able to reach it. I'm not strong. It only works. Sometime I'll be... Why should I try to... One day, but that day... The scale... No wonder the... One of the creatures... I can't...
Блин, как мне это сделать?
Come over here.
I can see.
Go to the hole in...
Okay.
Hello? The mill is as for... Hello? The mill... I still have some... lamps, and all of them out. More shard. Can you fix it? Newry. Lamps, and all of... There. There's a hole way back there.
You said very...
No wonder the mill is forsaken. That must have been...
Что мне делать-то, блин?
Do you see that? Can you fix that, Newry?
Garen, there's a beetle with...
That's just a...
Spiders have...
Newry.
Okay.
Couldn't it just have landed at my... Couldn't it just have landed at... Lamps and all...
Короче, нужно ее опять разбить. И опять собрать.
Can you fix it? Newry. Ha! Now all I have to do is free my hands. How am I supposed...
Может, сломать ее?
I'll never... One day, but that day...
И чё?
Can you fix this?
Нифига, блин, как сложно.
Ha! Got it.
Garen,
Just a little... I'm not strong enough to loosen them.
Я же... Да. Я ударила и взяла, чтоб сразу делать.
I'm free.
Это
Now we have to deal with the creature.
возьмем. Возьмем. Табуретку возьмем.
The handle is.
Солому возьмем. Снаряжение возьмем. Что-то мы все взяли, блин. Что с этим делать теперь? Так, ножик есть. Так. Давай сюда. Может, ножик?
Not even the.
А что мне делать-то с этим всем? Что-то еще есть? Веревки еще есть. Помощи тут нет, мне показалось. Так, дверь понятно. Дыра понятно. Что мне делать с этим всем?
That might actually work.
It's getting dark.
Just a little.
What is dark?
It's dark.
Can you go and have it?
Not now.
Что мы будем делать?
Not a very bright.
Что-то нужно сделать, короче, чтобы они провалились туда. Все помню.
That doesn't help.
В смысле?
Not like this. Nьюри doesn't. When did I stop? Not like.
Что делать-то?
Nonsense. It's still sagging on the other side. The blanket won't. There. Now the beast can come.
What if it can see in the dark?
I should camouflage.
Нужно маскировать Изи так вот.
All right. Nьюри. Nьюri? Damn.
Что за звук? Окей. Что мне дальше? Выйти надо. О, нет.
Nьюри. Wake up.
What?
I've talked to the fairy. I know how.
Really?
Climb down to.
I'm so tired.
That's not.
Блин, и что делать-то, блин? Ну, скажем правду.
We'll take you back to.
No!
It's the only way. You'll be safe from the seer there. Plus, and a gap.
Stop it!
Nьюri.
Go away!
If we stay here much longer, I don't have... We cannot stay.
Garen,
It's not a matter of wanting. We have to get away from here.
I can't.
Ладно, соврём.
There's one other way. The scholar told me of a fairy gate up. It leads to a magnificent realm far away from
What's the name of
Fanglari. Its name is and he told me where we can find the...
Fanglari?
Yes, but in all...
I can't
It's just a small jump.
build some
Some stair. All right. I'll be back in a...
Лесенка.
Wait, I'll scatter some rose petals on the cap.
You don't have to do that.
At least the
Welcome.
beams are still...
Где бы мне что найти? Может, ей статуэточку поставить?
Look, a stair.
I don't know.
Nьюри.
Tell me more about...
The most incredible thing is, without...
One wouldn't get exhausted?
Everything's brimming with... That's why you don't lose your strength, because you use the power already in the wind or the sea.
That sounds marvelous. I want that.
Fanglari is a The sky is as green as the fields in...
I've never seen a green sky.
And if you don't come down here soon,
What else is...
everyone's as free as a bird. Everybody can fly, even a...
We could soar through the skies together.
There are even... But only in summer. In autumn, they migrate south. If you want to see them this season, we'll have to hurry.
That sounds odd. What else is there?
Come down.
But I'll need a...
All right.
I promise.
Где еще ступеньку возьму?
No time to...
New time to... Чего мне? Где брать ступеньку эту? Где я возьму ступеньку? Где? Линейка с рукой.
I need to... Maybe.
О, навес
If I
еще.
climb up there, the... Which wouldn't...
Что делать-то? О!
You're almost there.
What about Master Raven?
I sent the raven on... He'll be waiting.
All right.
You have to come with...
Ну, все, капец, набрали вещи. Я пыталась сказать правду, но не хочет, правда.
Geron's words gave Nьюри new strength. She wanted to know everything the fairy scholar had told him about the hidden realm. Where was it? Was it beyond the mountains? Was it beyond the swamplands? Why was it so secret? She imagined a land without time, without memories, and without future. A boundless land without a horizon. Geron's lie took shape, and in Nьюri's head, the enchanted realm of Fanglari became real. Meanwhile, the river took the small vessel northward, towards the smuggler's town, towards the stinking swamps of the Brinask marshes. Even Nьюri didn't like it here. She had accepted that she had to leave Geron's world as long as the seer was trying to find her here. This made her sad again. But perhaps she could take Geron with her.
Why not?
Because it's impossible, Nьюri. I have to go back to Andergast. Goswin, Meander, Goswin?
What is so important in Andergast?
It is my home. Please open up. I'm sure this is the house Norta described to us.
Perhaps there's no one home.
There has to be someone. We need that prism thing. The fairy scholar said it's the key to Fanglari.
Are you looking for Meander Goswin? In that case, you're wasting your time.
How do you mean, sir?
Don't be so formal. Nobody here gives a hoot about that formality crap. They dragged Goswin from the Svelte, dead, about a year ago.
О май гад.
Who did that to...
He himself did, like so many others.
And what's really behind that?
No, it's easy to make the most diverse of enemies. Smugglers, whale hunters. You can ask over there at the bathhouse if you want. If you're lucky, the bathwoman will spill.
Что
Who are
такое?
you?
My name is Ja.
I am Geron.
Is Nьюри. And this...
How
do I know that? I'm a good listener. I am the ear of the alleys and their whispering conscience.
impressive.
I can provide you with one or two other items, too.
Это этот Арагорн.
Goswin was in possession of a...
A prism. Without me hearing the tingle of coins in my pocket, what do you know?
Well, not much really.
You're cautious, and damned right you should be.
See you later.
What's your...
Нужно ему, короче, бабу дать. Харамба. Короче, когда они плыли, там почему часть текста не перевелось. Вроде как они говорили, что они плыли сквозь, ну, то есть, ну, атмосфера у них становилась еще как бы грустнее, как-то типа печальнее, грязные зловонные болота, ну, я утрирую, там эти какие-то туманы тут вот вонючие, и там уже потом пошло даже Ньюри. Это тут не нравилось, типа, что-то около того. Вот, собственно, да сохранится. Когда я последний раз играла? Нифига себе, блин. Надо записать сохранение. Я думаю, пока что можно закончить, потому что, ну, довольно-таки уже много прошли, и можно, в принципе, собственно, в следующий раз уже, не знаю, когда, может быть, завтра, может быть, послезавтра я допройду, там, ну, не все, скорее всего, не знаю, как пойдет, ничего не могу предсказать. Вот. Все, пока.